When we deal with questions where we need to look at the curve of a quadratic, um, first of all, we need to understand what are we looking for, okay, and what are we given. So first of all, let's understand the curve. So we should have a y-axis, and then a x-axis. So we got a y-axis and an x-axis, and then I'm gonna draw a curve on it. Okay, so the blue line is a curve of just randomly. Okay, it may not be correct, so just use letters instead. So that's the equation. And then you need to understand a few points that we will use. One of them is this one here. The one that cuts the y-axis. The y-axis is the one that's going straight down, okay? And that's called the y-intercept. Okay, simply because it's cutting the y-axis. And then the other term you need to remember is where the curve is turning. So if it was going down and then it starts going up, that's the turning point, and we call it the vertex. Okay, and then it should have a x value and a y value, because that's the corresponding x value and this is the corresponding y value, so there will be a x y for that. Okay, and then there would also be something called the axis of symmetry. So axis of symmetry, using the orange color again, is this line, okay, which can actually split the curve into two equal portions on the left and on the right. It's basically a reflection, okay, so we call it the axis of symmetry. Okay, so just short form of symmetry. So these are the things, and then you also have the roots. So these are the roots of the curve, which is also the x-intercepts. Okay, so now, and this is the x-intercept, which is also the roots. Okay, so at the y-intercept, x is equal to 0, and at the x-intercept, y is equal to 0. Okay, so this is what you should have in mind when we understand a curve. Okay, then the now come to the name of the curves. Okay, there's two ways we can actually have the format of the curve. The first one would be in the form of y ax squared plus bx plus c form. Okay, and for that I'll name it as the ABC form. So it's y equal to ax plus bx plus c. Now what does that tell us? First of all, the a value, okay, it tells us how the curve it's opening. So the opening of the curve. If it's opening upward like so, it's like a happy face. The value of a is a positive value. Okay, so like in this example that I gave you, it's the 3, so it's 3 is a positive, so you can see the curve is opening upward. Okay, and then if it's the other way like that, then I will know it's a sad face. It's negative value for the a value. Okay, so that would be for the a value, and then for the c value, which is the one at the back here, so the c value, color it in orange, the c value actually gives us the y-intercept. Okay, where the curve cuts the y-axis. So in this case, I'll now use a purple pen. It's this one here. Okay, so That would be the y-intercept. And then the last one that I want you to understand when we use the ABC format is actually we can find the axis of symmetry. Okay, and the axis of symmetry is actually equal to negative b over 2a. Okay, the negative value of b divided by 2 times of a would give us the x equal to negative b over 2a. That's the axis of symmetry. So the equation of this orange line that I've drawn on the curve. Okay, and actually at the same time, it is the value of the vertex x value. Okay, the x value of the vertex. So that would be the ABC form. And now I'm going to rub that out and going to show you the other format.